we're going to play a game that we're calling Love, Tolerate, Kill. I'm going to list 3 things, for example, SRAM, Shimano, or Campag, and you're going to have to pick which one you love, which one you tolerate, and which one you'd kill off entirely if you could. Titanium carbon alloy.
Titanium.
What? What about it?
Just titanium. Love titanium. Love titanium. For the environment, I'm going to say kill carbon, tolerate alloy. Alloy is recyclable. Carbon's not. Mm-hmm. In terms of riding, I would say tolerate carbon, kill alloy. Love titanium on every aspect there is. There's nothing that you can't love it for.
For this one, I am kill carbon, love alloy, tolerate titanium. Alloy is cheap. It works really well. The only thing I don't like about it is if you write it off, it's written off. Yes, you can recycle the material presumably, but in terms of once you crack the bike, it can't be repaired. I've never heard of anything about alloy bike repair. It's like once it's cracked, it gets written off.
Yeah, it's just gone. But also, I think with time, your alloy bike will become softer.
But to crack it in the first place is quite hard. It's harder to write off an alloy bike than it is to write off a carbon bike, in my opinion.
Yes, but an alloy bike will deteriorate with time. How much you ride it is going to depend on how quickly.
But it still works.
But like I say, for me, it's more of at the moment, it's more of a thing of kill carbon because of, I understand it's innovative, but in terms of what's the end game, what do we do with carbon? I think Styrkr has found a way to take the resin out and cut it down to make tubeless sealant, but it's still like, that's my standpoint on it. It's not a thing of
it's unnecessary, isn't it? Like for example, in cars, you only see carbon in cars when they're like uber expensive race cars at the top end. The stuff that we are driving every day are just made of alloy and steel and metals. So like it seems unnecessary for us to be on carbon bikes, apart from the fact we are obsessed with weight.
Can I just say as well, on the topic of environment and unnecessary things, because I know we will get it in the comments, the electronic shifting obviously creates a reliance on energy, which is very environmentally friendly. So I'm just putting it out there because I know every time we've talked about this before, it's unnecessary and it creates a reliance on electricity.
But mechanical gear cables and outer housing that's cased in plastic will go through a lot more than that than through batteries. I have as a bike shop.
Oh, but there is no way that those plastic outers have a larger environmental impact than batteries.
And the charging of those batteries every single time you need to.
So, gravel road time trial.
Oh, kill time trial. What's the point in that? It's not fun.
I love
you just
time
suffer
trial.
and you hurt. No, definitely kill time trial. Tolerate road because it's still enjoyable to do. Love gravel.
So, if in a figurative environment whereby if I rode on the road, there was never, ever, ever any issues with cars.
Yeah,
if
definitely.
it was as safe to ride on a road as it was to ride off-road in terms of accidents with other vehicles and other road users, mine would be kill gravel, love road, tolerate time trial. And I know that sounds bonkers, but it's because road riding is the best thing in the world. It is unbelievably amazing. It feels wicked. The bike flow. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. However, I don't do it as my primary riding because I'm always thinking about.
Do you
how
enjoy
safe
the
it
road
is.
because of the thrill of the speed and things like that?
Well, it's not even. It isn't even just about the thrill of the speed. It just flows. It's just everything. It just moves.
easier.
It flows. You don't have to pedal
Yeah, but you
continuously
just need
because
to
of the
not use your brakes
resistance.
on a gravel bike, and then you've got that fear of death the whole time, and it's just,
It isn't about fear of death. It's nothing to do with that.
yeah. Where time trialing is just pain and suffering.
Oh, I love time trialing. I love it. I'm actually considering getting a time trialing bike again.
No,
Next up, we're going to go into some bike brands. Cannondale Trek Specialized.
kill all three. Love Cannondale.
What?
I hate some of the marketing stuff they do. I hate some of the terrible choices and bottom brackets and things they do. But they make a beautiful bike. And they do every now and then paint schemes. And they've got some classic bikes. Back in the day, Mario Cipollini's Red with Yellow, the Seiko team.
20 to 30 years ago, Cannondale were
Yeah.
the perfect bike brand.
I have never thought of a Specialized being a nice looking bike until some of the modern stuff looks nice. The more plain things they do. Don't ask me to name them, but yeah. So I'll tolerate Specialized for that. And I'll kill Trek for the fact that they still do the crazy stuff that Cannondale does. And
you mean like weird proprietary stuff, I'm guessing?
Yeah, weird proprietary, stupid brakes on the Madone, that seat post nonsense of theirs on. It's just, the massive branding on the side. I personally just don't like it.
Should we move on to the next one? So these are all bike brands that Nick sells. Sato, Tomasini, Time. So Sato is an Italian custom carbon manufacturer. They make them all in Italy. Tomasini is a custom, well, actually, I think they both do off the shelf as well, but you can do custom on both. Tomasini is a steel Italian bike manufacturer, and Time is a French carbon, not custom carbon manufacturer that has a weave thing, which is also like Fesco, which are a lot more expensive. So there we go. Love, tolerate, kill. Go.
This is like asking me which one of my children you want me to kill off. Which one I love most.
You only have one child, don't you?
Luckily for you guys, luckily for me, and lucky for you, I find a loophole in this one. I'm going to go love Time because the innovation and how they make their frame sets. So they do, obviously, the how they weave the carbon on a loom. So yeah, innovation-wise, there's nobody close to them. So I'm going to have to say love that. Tolerate Sato. And I'm only saying tolerate Sato because they make unbelievable bikes, but the carbon is not the same as Time's. So that's the only reason. And then I could never kill Tomasini because Tomasini is my favorite bike brand of all time. But they're making an electric bike. So kill the electric Tomasini.
What?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
We like e-bikes.
I like e-bikes, but it's just not what Tomasini is about. Tomasini is about classic steel with Campo Group sets on it. But as a brand, I love Tomasini the most.